Hello everyone, welcome back to the POPSICLE KNIGHT channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please don't forget to hit that like button if you like this video, hit the thumbs down if you don't, and please consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. So today I'll be showcasing CENTISKORCH from Battle Styles. CENTISKORCH is a stage 1 Pokemon with 130 HP, 2 retreat cost, and is weak to water. Its HP we don't mind too much since we want it mainly to stay in the bench. Its ability Overheater is what makes this Pokemon card unique. Normally, if your Pokemon receives the Burn special condition, you can flip a coin between Checkup, and if you flip heads, your active Pokemon can recover and the burn condition is removed. What this ability does, however, is prevent your opponent's active Pokemon from recovering from the burn special condition. Their Pokemon stays burned even if they flip heads between Checkup. Since burn inflicts 2 damage counters between Checkup, it does build up damage to your opponent's Pokemon over time. CENTISKORCH also has 1 attack, Bursting Inferno, for 3 fire energy and 1 colorless. It will deal 130 base damage and it will inflict burn to your opponent's active Pokemon. You probably will not use this attack much because of its high attack cost, however it is available when needed. It is worth noting that the new Battle Styles Sizzlipede come with the Searing Flame attack. For 1 fire and 1 colorless, it will deal 20 damage and also burn your opponent's active. And since we are focusing on burn, I will be using Arcanine as our main attacker for this build. It has 130 HP with the ability Warming Up. If this Pokemon has the Burning Scarf tool attached to it, it gets an additional 100 HP for a total of 230 HP. Its high HP makes it extremely bulky, making it hard to get knocked out, and to help increase its HP even further is with the help of the Heat Energy, which adds an additional 20 HP to the fire Pokemon this is attached to. So if you really want to go all out and attach all 4 Heat Energy to one Arcanine, it can have as much as 310 HP, making it as bulky as a VMAX Pokemon, but gives up only 1 prize card. And it also has 1 attack, Fire Main, for 2 fire and 1 colorless energy. It will deal 130 base damage. While this may seem underwhelming, the Burning Scarf will really help in dealing extra damage to your opponent's Pokemon. And what the Burning Scarf does is that if the Pokemon is attacked with this equipped, the attacking Pokemon will get inflicted with burn. And with the help of CENTISKORCH, the burn condition will continue to deal damage to your opponent's Pokemon. So with this combination, Arcanine's attack damage of 130 will start to build up to 150, 170, and so on. And within 2 turns or so, this can even knock out VMAX Pokemon. And to help us energize Arcanine, we'll be using a full set of Welder, and also Giant Hearth Stadium so that we can get fire energies from our deck. For consistency, I'll be using 2 Jirachis with the Stellar Wish ability, so we can search out our trainer cards early on in the game. Crobat V with its Dark Acid ability, Dedenne GX with the Dede Change ability, and also Professor's Research so that we can draw as much cards as we can. As for the rest of the deck, I'm also using Mew for its Bench Barrier ability. Next up, I also have Evolution Incense, Level Ball, Ordinary Rod, Pokemon Communication, Quick Ball, Switch, Boss's Orders, Skyla, EXP Share, which can help conserve our fire energies. And also I was using this early on in my preliminary builds because I was experimenting on this CENTISKORCH with the 100-foot flames for late game milling, but I never really got to use it, so I just took this one out of the final build and just replaced it for a Weakness Guard energy. And finally, I have a copy of Capture Energy. And that's pretty much it. The deck list will be in the description below, but enough talk, let's see how this build works. Alright, so we win the coin flip here, and we're gonna opt to go first. I think I'm gonna put Mew in the active for now, because it's gonna take some time to energize Growlithe and Arcanine, so and we can easily retreat back with Mew. So let's see. Looks like our opponent is using Giant Hearth. So looks like we're fighting against Fire type deck. Okay. So we got 2 Volcanions and a Jinx. So we're just gonna put that heat energy on our Growlithe, and we're just gonna end our turn. So we can use the quick ball so that we can start setting up our Centiskorch. And they have a Spirit Tomb as well, so curious to see what kind of setup our opponent has. Very interesting. And they're gonna put a lot of fire energies on their Volcanions. So let's just go ahead and evolve into Arcanine, and I think I'm gonna use Quick Ball and get rid of this. And I think I'm gonna go for the Dedenne GX, and I'll just discard all of these. Hopefully we get something. We got a Scarf, which is good, and we get a Welder as well as another Growlithe to put on our bench. So I think I'm gonna Welder here, and we get a Giant Hearth. We'll put that other Scarf there and Sizzlipede, and we can discard this so that we can get 2 energies with our Giant Hearth, and now we can start attacking. But we can't retreat yet with Mew, so we're just gonna go with that. Now Volcanion only has 120 HP, so we can knock it out with our Arcanine because it hits for 130. So it'll be enough to knock it out. So our Arcanine right now is at 250 HP. With the Scarf, it became 230, and then with the heat energy on it, it has 250 as of right now. Okay, so there's the Victini V on our opponent's side. If it transforms into a Victini VMAX, it's only gonna hit us for 100 HP. So we have a bulky Pokemon, so it's gonna be very hard for our opponent to knock out our Arcanines. So I'm just gonna go ahead and Welder these 2 energies. And I think we can use this Quick Ball, get rid of this, and I can get a Crobat. That'll get us more cards in our hand. Get another Hearth. I think I'm just gonna attack 130. So he has 40 more HP. Okay, 140. But that's okay. Our Arcanine has a lot of HP. So now, with just one more burn, our opponent's Volcanion will just get knocked out. And I'm just gonna go ahead and energize Sizzlipede, because we could attack with it if needed. I don't know if I should set up another Sizzlipede. I think I'll hold off on it. I'll just knock this one out, because either way they're gonna put in a new Pokemon to attack our Arcanine anyway, so it's alright. So we got, our opponent has Victini V in the active now. Arcanine only has 110 HP left. So even if they transform into a VMAX, we should still survive an attack. But with Victini V, Energy Burst, yeah, because we have 3 energies attached to Arcanine, so it's definitely gonna deal a lot of damage. So that's okay. We have another Arcanine all set to go, and we have a level ball, so we can set up another one right now. So let's just get a Growlithe off of this and put that there, and we can put the Sizzlipede, Ordinary Rod, these 2, another line of Arcanine, and these 2 energies back into our deck. And let's get 2 energies. We can Welder that into our new Arcanine in the bench, and we get another heat energy to add more HP. So Fire Main 130 plus burn, So after our opponent's attack, unless they retreat back, it's gonna get knocked out. We get 2 prizes for that. So yeah, the burn is with CENTISKORCH keeping that burn on our opponent's Pokemon. It really does add up in between turns, because it will deal 20 damage after you attack, and then after they attack, they get 20 more damage. So that's basically 40 damage every turn between players, and that will stack up. So 80, 160 over time. So switching it out of the active or evolving is the only way that they can get rid of that. Or if they have like Pokemon Center Lady to heal the burn, but or anything that will prevent the burn. But other than that, it's pretty formidable. The burn, you know, it's a lot stronger than regular poison, unless there's another Pokemon that, or like an ability that can enhance burn. In the expanded format, there is a Pokemon that does that, but not in the standard format. Not yet, anyways. If something comes out like that in the future, then CENTISKORCH definitely will see a lot more play in a lot of builds that centers on that. So our opponent actually is using Houndoom V. I get it now why they have the Spiritomb. So their Victini V gets knocked out because of the burn, and now they're gonna. We have another CENTISKORCH, so that's fine. But anyways, we can just switch it out, and we can attack with our Arcanine again. So I'm gonna put this energy here. So we have 2 attackers all set up, and I think I'm just gonna boss's order this guy and just knock it out for a prize. Because what's gonna happen is that Houndoom V has that attack where it does 100 base damage, but if you have a Pokemon, a fire type Pokemon with the damage counter on it, it does 200 damage instead. So with that Volcanion eliminated, he doesn't have any fire type Pokemon in the bench that has a damage counter on it, so it's only gonna deal 100 damage at this point. So that's what our opponent's strategy is basically to use Spiritomb's ability to do damage, even if it's just 1 damage counter, and then Jinx will transfer that to a fire type, and so Houndoom V will be able to attack for 200 damage every turn. So it's actually a pretty good strategy. So now it's gonna be able to attack for 200 damage, and it's gonna boss's order Crobat. Okay, so they're gonna get 2 prizes for that. They can actually win this if they gust our Dedenne GX, and that's gonna be game once they get the last 2 prize cards. But if they have it, they have it. If they don't, they don't. I mean, we have 2 Pokegears here. I think I'm just gonna attack Fire Main 130. If they have it, they have it. But if they don't, and then they attack, they're gonna get burned. And then we'll just knock out this Houndoom V and then win the game. Okay. That's not gonna help though. Ooh, okay. They're gonna Marnie. Okay. So we have another Growlithe that we can even set up in this turn. So with that, the 200 damage still not able to KO our Arcanine. We can just knock it out this turn. So yeah, Arcanine is very bulky. And that's a win for us. Alright, good game. Alright, so moving on to the next battle. So we have Growlithe to set up. And we have Burning Scarf all ready to go. And we have Heat Energy to give us extra life. So we're up against another fire build with the Charizard paired with Leon. So I could already sense that this is gonna be a tough battle because first of all, once they set up all that Leon, you know, even with our tremendous amount of HP, it's gonna be you can just easily knock it out, our Arcanine with their Charizard. So they got the Jirachi. For the meantime, let's use our Quick Ball here, get a Crobat, and let's see. Okay, we don't need to attach our Burning Scarf yet, I don't think. And I mean, we can get 2 energies, but then they could just Marnie. That's fine. I think I'll just get 2 energies using the Giant Hearth, and the Mew won't be as needed in this matchup because again we are up against a Charizard. So the main strategy for the Charizard is to just basically bulldoze their way into victory. You know, whatever comes into the active, they're just gonna knock it out. As long as all the Leons are in their discard pile, because it's gonna be hitting for 300 damage or more every turn. So as far as I know, I haven't seen any builds that utilizes any bench damage with Charizard. So although that could be a good idea. That's a good idea to mix bench damage with a Charizard. So I mean, is it possible? I don't know. So our opponent doesn't get any we can actually donk or not. I don't know if it's considered donk because it's our second turn already, but if that's their only Pokemon, it's weak against fire. We just need to welder this, and we can let's just switch into Jirachi. Maybe we can find something to get Skyla. Oh, you know what? I should have just knocked it out. We could have won this game already. But that's okay. Yeah, we could have won the game already, but you know what? What's the point of showcasing if we don't play the game? So I'll let this one go. We could have won that game already. Just use Growlithe's attack and knock out Jirachi because it is weak against fire. But that's fine. We can give our opponent a chance to come back here. Okay, there's the welder. They're still sad. I don't know what. That's fine. Just just keep going. That's a-okay. So there's an evolution incense. Now we have an Arcanine here. We can evolve. We can use Skyla to get a switch, and we can start attacking. So let's just do that. I want to put this fire energy on Growlithe. Attack for weakness, 260 damage, and we get a fire energy for our prize. So they have 2 Leons already. If they manage to evolve into a Charizard, they can attack for 200 damage. So Charizard can hit for 100 base, but for each Leon in the discard pile, that's 50 more, so 200. We gotta check. Alright, she still has 2 Leons. So our Arcanine will still survive here. If they have 1 more Leon in the discard, is gonna knock out our Arcanine, because our Arcanine has 250 HP right now. So that'll be exactly what that'll be the exact damage that it will deal. So all these discarding, always gotta check. Alright, so they still have 2 Leons, so we should still be able to survive. Royal Blaze for 200, but now they're gonna get a burn. You know what? With 170 HP, we can actually knock this guy out. So we'll hit for 130, and then after this burn, that's gonna be 170 to knock it out. Nice. Get another Growlithe. Unfortunately, we don't have an Arcanine to evolve our second one, so we might have to switch into Jirachi once they knock out this Arcanine. Unless they don't have anything to evolve it, we should still survive. It still has 50 HP. Okay, it's just gonna retreat. Oh, we got a Skyla, nice. So with this, I'm just gonna get a Pokecom and then switch this one Growlithe with an Arcanine for our second attacker. All set up in our bench, nice. So I'm just gonna keep attacking. There's no way for me to snipe any of that Charmeleon, but maybe this damage on Dedenne can make a difference in the future. So if we need 2 more prizes left, and then we just gust it into the active, knock it out for a win. So that could be an option. But for now, we have to contend against the Charizard, which is going to be dealing a lot of damage at this point. But Arcanine's high HP is definitely so they're gonna Royal Blaze here for a knockout. So they're now hitting for 250 damage. Unless we have another heat energy on this Arcanine, it's gonna get knocked out. And or if they have another Leon in their discard pile. So I'm gonna start setting up another Arcanine line here, and I'm just gonna Fire Main. Then the burn will knock it out. So we get 1 more prize off of that. So they have 3 Leons. So if they can evolve, if they evolve this, it'll just knock it out. So we can switch into Jirachi. See, what's nice about this matchup though is the price exchange is 1:1. You know, unless they gust our Crobat V, then they can get 2 prizes off of that. Otherwise, they're just getting 1 prize. But Arcanine is has a lot of HP right now, but with how many Leons they have in the discard pile, they're not dealing. I mean, they didn't deal a great amount of damage in that first attack, so our first Arcanine survived. So they need like they need a energy, rare candy to evolve into a Charizard. Okay, they have a Talonflame V as well. And they're just gonna pass, okay. I can use this Capture Energy just to energize Growlithe, but I can get the last 2 energies here. And I'm just gonna attack this Talonflame V. There's the Charizard, but then they don't have energy to... Wait, they discarded one. Oh, okay, so they had another one. Wait, why did they why did they Battle Sense? Oh, they were trying to look for the welder, but then that'll leave them with nothing. Alright, they were able to KO with that, but now well, they decked out. We still win this game, but I want to say maybe is because the bulkiness of Arcanine won us the game, so that's fine. Let's just use Professor's Research. We win this game anyways. I think I'll just pass. Just attach that. Yeah, I think I'll just pass. Good game, and that's it. We win. All right, good game. They could have won that, but they decked out. So, good game. All right, let's move on to our next match. Jirachi, nice. What is this? Is this like a fire type deck day? Every opponent we're fighting is using a fire type. Let's just get a Growlithe using this level ball. We can attach this Burning Scarf. We can get rid of this switch. We can get a Sizzlipede. I mean, we could get a Crobat V, but that's fine. Let's just get a Sizzlipede, and we're just gonna pass. Unfortunately, we don't have any energies, so hopefully in our next turn, unless they knock out our... I don't think they'll be able to knock out Jirachi because they cannot evolve into a CENTISKORCH VMAX yet, and it's only going to be able to attack for 20, but with Jirachi's weakness, so it's 40. So that's all they're going to be able to do. So we should still be able to use Stellar Wish in our next turn, and hopefully we find something that will help us get energies. We have an Evolution Incense, so we can evolve into... okay. Our opponent will do that for us, so we'll get to energies using their Giant Hearth. So the typical play on our opponent's side is to switch into Volcanion into the active, and then use its attack to energize CENTISKORCH with 3 energies. That's the typical setup for a CENTISKORCH. And from that point on, it's just gonna bulldoze. Okay. Maybe they don't have a switch, so they just opted to attack with the CENTISKORCH V. Wait, why did they discard that energy? That's fine, whatever. So let's get an Arcanine, evolve this. I'm gonna sacrifice one welder and get 2 fire energies. Use the other welder, energize our Arcanine. Hopefully we get another energy here. Nice. Heat energy to add HP. We got a Burning Scarf again. And I'm just gonna put it on this... No. You know what? I'll save it for an Arcanine. That's fine. So I'm gonna use Fire Main here, 130. I don't think they can get enough energy to knock out our Arcanine, because even if they get a welder and a 3rd energy on the CENTISKORCH V and then they manage to evolve into VMAX, it's only gonna deal what's that, 160 on their turn, so we should still be okay. But they're gonna boss us order Jirachi. Crushing Hammer. Ooh. Alright, so they get a prize and then they remove our heat energy from Arcanine. So now we're back to 230 HP. We should still be okay. I don't know why they discarded the energy. I'm not sure if our opponent knows what they're doing, but that's fine. So I'm gonna go ahead and attach an energy from the energies we got from Giant Hearth, get an Evolution Incense, so we can get the CENTISKORCH, and that will keep the burn status on our opponent if they manage to attack. So we'll get 2 prizes off of this CENTISKORCH V. Get another Jirachi, which is good. Okay, so Volcano is gonna take the front seat. So they missed that chance in that first turn to energize their CENTISKORCH. So far we're ahead. We're 1 prize ahead of the of our opponents. So looking good so far. Got a Dedenne GX. Maybe they're looking for another welder. Maybe they're looking for a CENTISKORCH VMAX. I don't know. Not sure if they're not finding it or what. Okay, they're just gonna pass. Okay. Well, we're getting really ahead in this game, which I don't really mind. I think I'll just put the Burning Scarf on CENTISKORCH. And let me use Giant Hearth, get rid of this. Still have 1 line of Arcanine. And Ordinary Rod. So let's get 2 energies here. I can even welder this CENTISKORCH and put another energy. Fire Main for a knockout. We get 1 prize. There's the CENTISKORCH I was actually looking for. So that's CENTISKORCH. We could use that as the final attack, you know, to mill our opponent's deck, and if they run out of cards, then we'll win the game. So there it is, but they still won't be able to knock out our Arcanine because, first of all, they only have 1 energy. Even if they attach an energy here, there's the welder, so they'll get 3. So again, they're only going to be able to hit for 160. Oh no, they have 4. Okay. So 210? No. 220. Ooh, they're gonna reset stamp. Oof. 200 damage. Okay. Okay, so now they're hitting for 240. And our Arcanine won't be able to survive the next turn. So we need to get another Growlithe and be able to attack the next turn. I mean, I could retreat with our Arcanine so that I can use Jirachi. I think I'll have to... Yeah, even if we attach the heat energy, it's not gonna make a difference. Let me just get the last energy. We have 2 heat energies left. Let's see, I can energize Sizzlipede. I mean, I could just attack here. I think I'll just do that. So now they have 170. If they attack, then it'll be like 190 plus at the end of our turn 210. Yeah, I think we should be fine. We just have to set up another Arcanine or attack with the Sizzlipede here. We have enough energy to attack. So we can actually knock out the CENTISKORCH VMAX and then get 3 prizes. Sweet. Gmax Interferno. Okay. So now at the end of our turn, wait, so that's gonna hit for 100 for 20, so 190. So at the end of our turn it'll be 210. And if we attack, if we manage to attack, we can knock out this CENTISKORCH. So I'm gonna go ahead and promote Jirachi for now. And we have EXP share, not much. I might have to use Jirachi. Stellar Wish. Need to get this Professor's Research. Get the Mew. Let's see. Let's just put this heat energy here. EXP share there. And I'm just gonna Professor's Research. You know what? We have an evolution here. I can just switch it and actually just knock out this CENTISKORCH. Yeah. So I'll just do that. Yeah, we can knock out the CENTISKORCH. You know what? I'll just do this. Let's Crobat. Ordinary Rod. Let's get another Arcanine back. 1 line of it. And then 2 energies. And finally we're just gonna Bursting Inferno. For 130? Exactly. I can't believe it. We were able to knock out something. CENTISKORCH versus CENTISKORCH. Yeah, so like I said, the burn really does make a difference. It might not seem it might seem insignificant just to keep that burn going, but it really does, you know. And eventually you can even knock out VMAXs with high HP. So we're gonna start with Jirachi here. We can start getting our trainer cards. We got a Growlithe and a Sizzlipede. Okay, so we're up against a Mad Party. This is my first time fighting a Mad Party, so not sure how we're gonna do here because the price exchange is not that good because we're only getting 1 prize each KO, and then they're dealing a lot of damage against our Pokemon. So I can even start knocking out our Pokemon as early as this turn. So Jirachi could just get knocked out here, and there's no way for us to attack unless we get an energy in our next turn. So we can Welder and then draw 3 cards and then get the 3rd energy on our Arcanine so that we can start attacking. So it seems like a lot to kind of set up, and we just gotta get an energy on our next turn basically. Unless they're not able to knock out our Jirachi, we should be fine. We can use Stellar Wish. Maybe we can get a Giant Hearth and be able to attack on our next turn. Alright, cool. So they weren't able to attack, so we get to live another day. That's good. Let's evolve into Arcanine. So now we have 250 HP. So I don't think they'll be able to knock it out in their next turn anyways. We got a Giant Hearth off of this Stellar Wish, which is really, really good. So let's use that, and I think I'll just get rid of this for now, and we can just welder, and we'll draw 3 cards anyways. And I'm gonna welder Arcanine into Arcanine, and we get more. We get another Growlithe, and I'm gonna start energizing CENTISKORCH. And I'm gonna use Fire Main to knock out this Bumblebee. So the less attackers they have, the better. But then, you know, it's gonna increase their attack the more Mad Party members go into their discard pile. So I evolved into the CENTISKORCH there with the mill, because with Mad Party, it basically discards a lot of energy, a lot of cards, so they can get as much of their Mad Party into the discard pile. So if we get enough energy onto the CENTISKORCH, we can even mill our opponent in a few turns and just win that way. So it's really difficult to pull off for sure, because you're really gonna have to be in late game to be able to do that. So with that, our opponent was able to attack for 200 damage, which is insane. So I think I'm just gonna start setting up this Growlithe, and I think I'm gonna boss's order this and get 2 energies using Giant Hearth, and I'm gonna attack with Fireman. The reason why I switched into that instead of just knocking out the other one is because it already has burn damage. So that burn damage will stack in the next turn. And now I'm thinking about it, this Bumblebee actually will get knocked out too. So it'll get burned, it'll get damage 20, and at the end of our turn, it's gonna get knocked out. So again, burn against this Mad Party is actually doing pretty good. Being able to play it for the first time against Mad Party is very interesting. So with this capture energy, we can get either another Growlithe or Sizzlipede, so we can keep that burn going. I think I'll just do that. Let me Stellar Wish first before I do anything. We have EXP share. I can use this and put it on our... You know what? Let me get Burning Scarf. That way I can add more HP on... Although I don't think it'll make a difference, but that's fine. So we get another Growlithe. Should I play it? Could get another Crobat though. Could get a Crobat. Or just get this CENTISKORCH. That's fine. We're gonna get Crobat. I'm gonna use Evolution Incense. Get Arcanine so we can evolve. And I think I'm gonna use this Scarf on this CENTISKORCH. And let's see. I'm just gonna use Professor's Research. That's fine. And then we can set up another Growlithe. That'll be our second attacker. So at least we're widening our options. We have a mill option, but we're running out of energy. Yeah, 4 in the discard already. I think I'll just use Ordinary Rod. Get these 2 Arcanine line back and 2 energies. So that'll be good. And I wonder if I should set up another Arcanine. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. And I'll just pass. So that burn will knock out Bunnelby. And now they only have one attacker left. And we can just knock it out. Unless they have another Bunnelby to set up. Otherwise, that'll be our second. So once we knock out this, our opponent's active, we can just target the Dedenne. So we're looking good so far. Ooh, Tool Scrapper. Ooh. But that's okay, because anyways, Arcanine will just get knocked out from this Mad Party attack. So it doesn't really matter how much HP. It's gonna get knocked out either way. Okay, hey, I'll take that. I'll take that as a win. Good game. Alright, let's go first. Jirachi. Yeah, if you have Jirachi in your hand in your first turn, definitely put Jirachi in the active so you can start using its Stellar Wish first. And that's gonna be great for setup. Alright, we're up against the Zacian V. I wonder if it's an ADP deck. Just gonna use this Capture Energy to get another Sizzlipede. Stellar Wish, we get a Quick Ball. We can use this, maybe get rid of Skyla in the next turn. Crushing Hammer. Crushing Hammer. Man, so this is it's looking to be an ADP deck because it has the sword shield thing, which is not affected by any abilities or effects on your opponent, but that's okay. We're gonna just tank them with HP. So let's use Quick Ball. I'm gonna get a Crobat, and I think I'll just use Skyla to get. Let's see. We need energy. Could get a Giant Hearth. Put that in play. Use Crobat. We'll get 3 cards. Ooh, okay. So we'll put that Scarf, evolve into Arcanine. And then I'm gonna... Let's see. I could use both of these. So I think I'll just use Level Ball to get another line of Arcanine. Although I could just use Pokemon Communication to get a CENTISKORCH. I think I'll just sacrifice that to get 2 energies and I'll pass. Because I need... I can use Welder. Once we put Growlithe in play, we can even use... Ooh... Oh, you know what? That's fine. We can survive this. So, Zacian V is gonna hit for 230, and we're gonna survive with 20 HP. Unless they find the Rusted Sword, if they have it, they're gonna hit for 260, and that can knock out our Arcanine. But, dude, Arcanine is so bulky, so buff. So Zacian V is weak against fire, so we can definitely not just knock it out. I'm just gonna Welder this Arcanine. Ooh, and we get another Heat Energy. Yeah, I think I'll just do that. Fire Main for a knockout, 260 damage. We get 2 prizes for that. So there's no way they can energize this unless they have Energy Switch and Metal Saucer. So right now our Arcanine has 40 HP. Actually, just enough to knock it out if they attack with Aegislash V. Ooh, that's gonna knock out our Arcanine. Oof. Alright, well played, well played. Let's just promote Jirachi so we can use Stellar Wish. They wouldn't be able to knock it out yet. Energy Spinner. So they already attached an energy, so they can't attach another one. They're probably just gonna use Intrepid Sword or something. Yep. Sure enough. So we got Burning Scarf. We can put that on Growlithe. And we'll put this... we'll use this Evolution Incense. Evolve. Put this energy... You know what? Let's Stellar Wish first. Ooh, Professor's Research. Let's go. This is like a perfect hand. Energize that. Switch that. Professor's Research. We can knock out this Aegislash. And let's just get rid of this. And Fire Main for a knockout. 260. Let's go. Ordinary Rod and another Welder. So we're doing really good here. So we just need to knock out one more. We can get this Zacian. We have boss order. So we can just knock out. Oh, they're using Metal Energy that removes weakness. So okay, that's fair. But we have a boss order. We can just basically boss that Zacian and win this game. Easy. Arcanine is just tanking all attacks. Even Zacian V can't knock it out. Unbelievable. Arcanine. Escape Rope. Okay. We can switch into Jirachi. So hopefully if we use Stellar Wish, we can find a switch back into Arcanine. There's the ADP. So it is an ADP Zacian deck. Unfortunately, they weren't able to set up their ADP right away. They still have a big chance. I mean, if they use the Metal Saucer. Okay. There's the other Metal Saucer. So they can attack with Zacian V. And then... But then we can just knock it out. What? They're just gonna Intrepid Sword. Okay. Alright, so it's our turn. Let's see what we could do here. I'm just gonna Welder these two energies on Sizzlipede. And let me use Pokemon Communication. Could get another Growlithe. And put that there. And I'm just gonna Stellar Wish. Get a Welder. You know, I think I'll just get Switch. I can start attacking with Arcanine. You can use this Ordinary Rod. Let's just get this Arcanine line back into the deck. And let's see. I think, you know what? Let's be adventurous. Let's put Sizzlipede in the active. Searing Flame. We can do 40 damage with a burn on this Dedenne. So now what we could do, all we need is 2 prizes anyways. See, the thing is, oh, you know what I should have done earlier was actually use Stellar Wish. We could have gotten a switch. We could have just boss order that Zacian that doesn't have the weakness guard, and could have just won this match. I'm not sure why I did that, but why I didn't do that, but yeah, that's fine. We'll move on. At least with this Dedenne, we have two options. So unless they put another weakness guard on that other Zacian V, so we'll have two options, either to target this Dedenne GX or that Zacian V, and we basically put Dedenne GX in knockout range of Arcanine. So and our opponent's gonna promote their ADP. If they get water energy on it, I mean, I think the best option where our opponent can get back is to use Alter Creation, because again, all they have to do is knock out Crobat and another one of our Pokemon, and they can get 5 prizes total for knocking out 2. But they're in a lot of danger, and unfortunately with that Marnie, that's gonna take away our boss order. So now we don't have anything to retreat. I mean, if we get a switch in the next one, and then with Stellar Wish get a boss's order, we can win that way. We get a Professor's Research, okay. Let's Stellar Wish first. Ooh, we get a Welder. I think I'll just get this Welder. Let's see. Let's see. I can Welder into this CENTISKORCH. Ooh, we get another Arcanine. Nice. So that's fine. With that Alter Creation, they get 2 prizes off of this Jirachi. And we get a boss's order. And so we have 2 attackers, yeah? The Dedenne is in KO range. Their Zacian V is not protected by weakness guard and is weak against fire. And we have 2 attackers ready to go. So that's it, yeah? Unless they stamp us here and then remove our boss's order, that's gonna be it for this game. So they can knock out Jirachi, but then we'll just promote Arcanine or CENTISKORCH, and we can just knock out one of those, either Dedenne or Zacian V. Yeah, because either way, they're gonna have to attach an energy to ADP to attack, and so they won't be able to attach a weakness guard on Zacian V. But they're gonna, you know what? I don't think ADP can knock it out. Yes, 230 HP. ADP is only gonna do 180 damage. Dude, Arcanine is so bulky. Nothing can knock it out. And now it's burnt. But that's fine. All we have to do is boss. And then that's it. We'll just boss this Zacian V. Here's Arcanine, Fire Main. For a knockout, we get 2 prizes. And that'll be game. So we just beat an ADP, guys. Good game. CENTISKORCH is a great card. It's a great technical support card, especially for builds that utilizes the burn special condition. It's a card that keeps on burning. And what better way to take advantage of this ability than to pair it with Arcanine. It can boost its HP thanks to the burning scarf, and when attacked, it will burn your opponent's active Pokemon. There's a great synergy between these cards, allowing you to play both defensively and offensively. And that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please don't forget to smash that like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and please consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay safe and have a great day.